There comes a moment in every man's life, usually somewhere after 40, when you open your wardrobe and think, when did I start dressing like someone's father-in-law? And then reality gently taps your shoulder like, hey, buddy, you are someone's father-in-law. Here's the twist nobody tells you. Men don't stop caring about style at 40. We just get busy with careers, family, actually having a life. And suddenly, that shirt you bought in 2010 becomes your good casual shirt. But style is communication. What worked at 30 doesn't carry the same message now, because at 40, you're not trying to prove you're a man anymore. You're proving you're a man worth listening to. So, today, we're preventing you from accidentally becoming the supporting cast member in your own story. And real quick, this channel exists to help men over 40 dress like they still run the room. So hit subscribe and turn that bell on so you never miss a chance to level up. Your future self will be like, damn, we look good. Let's get started. If the collar curls like a potato chip, if the sleeves reach your elbows, that polo is not classic. It's out of office permanently. Polos are the daily driver for men over 40. They say, I'm casual, but not too casual. But most guys wear one of the three cursed polos. The bacon collar casualty, collar waving like a flag in the wind. The flimsy discount fabric, hard launching your nipples. The dad sleeve, hanging halfway to your elbow. Here's the truth. If your polo has survived more birthdays than your youngest child, it's not a staple, it's a relic. A study from the Journal of Fashion Marketing found that fit and collar structure score highest in perceptions of leadership and masculinity in men 40 plus. What this means is that a clean, structured collar means you look like someone who runs things. And here's something stylist insiders know. When you improve the fit of a polo, your chest, shoulders, and arms instantly look stronger without ever stepping in a gym. Because a good fit hides weakness and frames strength. So, how do you fix this? Choose PK or performance fabrics. Sleeves should hit mid-bicep. Collar should stand without an iron. Go minimal branding unless you're actively golfing. Quick rule. If you wouldn't wear that polo to meet someone important, it shouldn't be in your weekly rotation. Next we have... Short sleeves can be stylish, but too often they're boxy, loud, wrinkled, and paired with cargo shorts from 2013. You look like you're about to say, who's ready for lemonade? This shirt fails because it fights your body instead of framing it. Why does it matter? You know, as we age, our posture and shoulders shift. A study in the European Spine Journal notes men lose up to 5 degrees of shoulder width appearance by late 40s due to posture changes. A boxy cut exaggerates this. You look sloped, not strong. The fix? Tapered through the torso, shoulder seam sits on the shoulder. No giant tropical leaves. You are not on vacation. Think subtle patterns, micro checks, soft stripes. Also, roll the sleeves neatly instead of letting them flare out. A clean roll adds structure, keeping your arms looking masculine instead of hidden. This is the shirt men wear the most casually, so it cannot be the shirt letting you down. You throw on a t-shirt because it's simple, but simple can be sloppy. If the neckline is stretched like someone tried to escape through it, tiny sleeves make your arms look smaller. Really thin fabrics highlight every insecurity. Fellas, you know. Here's a stat to ruin your day. Cotton loses up to 20% of elasticity after 30 washes. So, if your shirt looks like it belongs to a retired superhero, replace it. And here is how to fix. Wait. Look for 200 to 250 GSM cotton. Sleeves. These should end mid-bicep. Crew neck or mature Henley, not deep V nightclub energy. Dark, neutral colours. Navy, charcoal, olive. A t-shirt should look intentional. You're older now. I just grabbed something. Shouldn't be your aesthetic. Upgrade your tee and you instantly upgrade your perceived fitness, even if the gym misses you more than you miss it. Once you upgrade this one item, you go from just running errands to maybe he owns the building. The OCBD, Oxford Cloth Button-Down, is a men's wardrobe classic, but many over 40 guys wear one with puffy sleeves, too much torso fabric, collars that collapse like wet bread. This makes you look like an accountant on Casual Friday who lost the will to resist the buffet. Because according to the International Journal of Consumer Studies, tailored silhouettes increase perceptions of competence and energy in men past 40. If you don't want that for yourself, you have to go athletic or tailored fit, a collar with roll and structure, a tuck or French tuck. Don't let it hang like a parachute. Fabrics with slight stretch for movement. If you've upgraded your career and income, your Oxford should reflect that evolution, not your first job in 2004. Real quick. If this is already making you rethink your closet, go ahead and tap follow and that like button so this video reaches more guys who need the intervention. And that bell? Yeah, make it ring. On to number 5. We have... You put on a suit to look sharp, but the wrong shirt kills your presence. The biggest offenders are collars collapsing under jackets, cheap shiny fabrics, polyester glare is criminal, excess sleeve fabric puddling at the cuffs. It says, I tried once, but then I remembered I'm tired. This is factually correct because many Harvard Business Reviews reports that formal dress signals competence and authority, but cheap fabric signals insecurity. That shine reflects light and desperation. So, if you don't want to look insecure, you have to ensure a high twist cotton, 80 to 120 thread count is the sweet spot. A collar that frames your jaw, especially if aging softened the angles. Collar stays, these give instant authority. Cuffs that hit at the wrist bone. Also, if the buttons pull at the chest or stomach, the shirt is screaming for help. Size up or tailor. Don't let the shirt expose your secrets. Always remember, subtle textures are better than glossy disasters. A suit plus the right shirt equals a man who makes decisions, not excuses. Henleys can be badass, but many look like I'm a weekend warrior who got tired halfway through. So here's why Henleys fail over 40s. Cheap fabric clings to the wrong areas. If they are too long, they look like a nightshirt. Buttons undone to the belly button. Bro. Stop. A recent study from Nottingham Trent University found button plackets draw attention to chest and upper body symmetry, and of course you should know this is a key signal of perceived strength, but if the chest isn't the highlight, the shirt becomes a snitch. So, you have to be intentional and fix it this way. Look for thicker cotton or waffle knit, placket that stops just below pecs, 2 buttons undone max, a tailored fit around the shoulders. When done right, this makes you look rugged, mature, and confident. When done wrong, you look like dad taking out the trash. Patterns are fun, but too much fun becomes uncle at the wedding who thinks he's still got it. Common disaster zone areas, loud florals, thick horizontal stripes, high contrast checks. As we age, skin tone softens and harsher contrast adds visual age, so it is very important that your shirt shouldn't enter the room before you do. Thicks, soft pattern scale, micro, not macro, tonal palettes, navy on navy, olive on grey. Thin vertical stripes, slimming and give you a high boost. Printed fabrics with texture give you richness without noise. Pattern rule, you want compliments on you, not comments like bold shirt man. Age like leather, not like milk. Age can make you invisible if you let it, but style gives you your presence back. This isn't about impressing anyone else. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing a man who still has chapters left to write. Because here's the real secret. When a man over 40 dresses well, people listen differently. They treat you like a ladder, a mentor, a man who's earned respect. Upgrade the shirts. Upgrade the message. Hit subscribe right now and ring that bell so the algorithm doesn't age you out of the conversation. Drop a comment. Which of these 7 sins are you guilty of? I'll help you rehab your style personally.